BiomedRx Optimum Woman is the only woman's high-potency full-spectrum multiple vitamin supplement to contain 56 nutrients, including those most important for today's woman, such as calcium for bone health, iron for healthy red blood cells, beta-carotene, biotin for nail and hair health, gamma-linoleic acid from evening primrose oil, octasanol, grapeseed extract, a potent antioxidant important for maintaining capillary strength, and vegetarian digestive enzymes. Visit www.biomedrxsupplements.com.
Gold label quality BiomedRx CBD oil is made from organic hemp that is locally grown, glyphosate-free, gluten-free, non-GMO, homogenized, third-party tested, and CO2 extracted. Visit www.biomedrxcbd.com.
Hi, this is Devin Lockett, the president of JobSite Route. As the son of a general contractor, I know how difficult it can be to get good food on the job site. And letting your construction workers leave the job site to buy lunch just takes valuable time away from them being on the site. I've developed an app and a program that will bring a steady stream of food trucks to your job sites every month for the low price of only $100 per month per site. That comes up to about $3 per day to have a steady stream of food trucks coming to your job sites all day, every working day. You can also contact the food trucks ahead of time and pre-order your food from the menu on our app. This saves valuable time for your construction workers and for you. It also sends a variety of delicious food served on Southern California food trucks to your job sites all day. When you think about it, it only makes sense to join the JobSite Route Network. Good morning. How's everyone doing this morning? Having a little breakfast. Thank you for joining me. Let me just check my levels out, make sure everything is fly. Hope the music is not too loud. How's everybody doing this morning? How's everybody doing this week? This is my first time broadcasting this week, streaming this week. I can't believe it. And seems to have a good connection. Let's see. I hope you don't mind a little bit of feedback here. Perfect. Everything sounds good. Now, there's a couple of things I want to talk about right now. I've been on my Ionic Foot Detox Marathon sessions now for about 2 weeks, which means that every day I sit here while I'm working and I have myself strapped up to my Ionic Foot Detox machine here. I have it sitting here on my desk. And I'm going through what I would call marathon sessions. I'm doing at least 4 or 5 hours in a row, sometimes up to 7 or 8 hours in one day. And I feel great. I'm just telling you, I feel great. There's no limit to how much you can benefit your health by ionizing your body. And so when you do Ionic Foot Detox, you're not only drawing toxins out of your body using cation exchange, the same as the same principle that works for hemodialysis, but minus ultrafiltration. You know, the vacuum that sucks the weight out of the patient. The ultrafiltration is only used in hemodialysis, but the ionic attraction of positively charged toxins from your body is what is being deposited into the foot bath of the Ionic foot bath. If you take DMSO, dimethyl sulfoxide, as I talk about all the time, you will increase the permeability of your cell membranes, and you will increase the rate at which you discharge toxins from your body doing Ionic foot detox. And if you're going to be taking DMSO, I would recommend adding a little bit of liquid magnesium, liquid zinc, and liquid iodine to the mix. It is very good to put a drop or two of each of those components along with a couple of drops of DMSO under your tongue, and then drink as much water as you can. Try to get access to a sauna and sweat. And like I said, I do highly recommend marathon sessions of Ionic Foot Detox. I would recommend going on eBay and purchasing your own Ionic Foot Detox machine. But that's not what I want to talk about today. What I want to talk about today is the fact that love can be trained. That's right. Love can be trained. We have a protocol in neurofeedback. As you understand, neurofeedback is one of the therapies that I offer here at the BiomedRx Health Center. We use an amplifier. It's called a NeuroAmp. It's a 2-channel amplifier. So there are 2 channels with obviously 2 probes and for each channel. And there's a ground pin for the entire amplifier. So normally we would place the ground right here on the forehead, and if we're doing single channel EEG or a single channel neurofeedback, we will only use 2 of the channels. We would only use 2 of the leads, which are on one of the channels, and we could either train the frontal lobe, the somatosensory band, the parietal lobe, the temporal lobe, or the occipital lobe. Yes, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell for notification of new videos. Now, this is called single channel neurofeedback. Now, we can get into the more advanced neurofeedback disciplines that require both channels, such as alpha theta and or synchrony. You can do alpha theta as single channel or dual channel, but synchrony requires both channels. Now, during synchrony neurofeedback, you're using the 2 amplifiers, the 2 channels of the amplifier to synchronize the 2 hemispheres of the brain. So you would hook up the leads of channel 1, say on the left hemisphere of the brain, and you would hook up the leads of channel 2 on the right hemisphere of the brain. And now you're synchronizing the activity of both hemispheres of your brain.
Having a more synchronous brain is very beneficial for those of us who would like to explore psychic ability, psychic powers, and have an energetic connection to the universe. But if you set the software for synchrony neurofeedback and you hook two people up on the same amplifier in a single channel protocol, for example, both individuals would only get 2 wires of the amp because they're only dealing with 1 channel each, and we can train them at the frontal lobe, as I said, the somatosensory band, the temporal lobe, the parietal lobe, and the occipital lobe, any of the areas of the brain, or including the brain stem and the cerebellum itself. But you have to train both people in the same location, right? Now, what frequency, you ask? Well, if I were to train a couple, and I have trained several couples, and it's a great date night idea, it really is. They end up leaving here, finishing each other's sentences and laughing together, and it's a good thing to do in the beginning of a date if you're going on a date with someone. Sync your brain with them. But you have to be kind of close to the same amount of neocortical dysregulation or regulation. If not, it's going to be kind of chaotic for both people. But that's another issue altogether. Most people who come in have never had neurofeedback, and they're both equally as dysregulated as the other. So I give them a chance to begin their training together. If I'm training, I would start at the occipital lobe, probably around 7 hertz in the theta zone. You want to get them both relaxed. You want to get the emotional centers relaxed, and you want to get them both vulnerable. When you're training around 7 hertz, when you're training in the theta zone, you're able to access the subconscious mind. So that's very good for opening up with each other in a vulnerable way. Then I would pause, give them 15-20 minutes that way. Then I would pause pause the software, and then move up from occipital to, say, parietal lobe, or maybe even closer to the somatosensory band. And then I would train at 10 to 13 hertz in the alpha zone. That is what I would call being in the fun zone, or what we call the yummy zone. Everyone has a different yummy zone. So we would stay in the yummy zone for the somatosensory band, the parietal lobe, as well as T3, T4, which are on the temporal lobe, right? So you want to stay there. You want to stay at a nice comfortable frequency. Now you're having fun with each other. And if you want to raise it up so that you can talk and have deep conversations and come to resolution of problems together, then we would move the probes up to the frontal lobe, and we would train in the gamma zone. We would kind of go beyond the beta zone and go into gamma zone, which is 30 hertz or above. The gamma zone is known as the unifying frequency zone. It's known as the area of conflict resolution and problem solving, whether it be interpersonal problems or technical problems. Okay, so if you train 2 people on the forehead in the temporal lobe, in the frontal lobe, and you train them at a nice high frequency, the frontal lobe tends to appreciate high frequencies anyway. You train them at a nice high frequency in the gamma zone together, you're going to find that afterward people are really they're really bonded with each other, because each lobe of the brain has a frequency that makes it happy, and each person's brain is fine-tuned with the other at exactly the same frequency. It's really something that you should try. And it's not only good for a one-time thing. Neurofeedback is very seldom good just for a one-time experience. It's also very good for
Even superheroes and supermodels need a daily dose of nutrients to help make life more super. BiomedRx Supplements is making it easy to get exactly what you need. From kids to seniors, they've got something for everyone. Pretty cool, right? Check out their products at BiomedRxSupplements.com.
Excuse me. I'm enjoying a little cheese with my breakfast. I was saying, neurofeedback is not intended to be experienced on a one-time basis. You need to have at least 15 or 20, I would say a minimum of 20 sessions before you can experience any appreciable effect from the experience of neurofeedback. So if you're going to commit to the honeymoon program, then I would suggest that you commit as a couple and that you come and do all of your sessions. Love can be trained. Love is a discipline. Love is not only that magic of being in sync with the other person, but it's also the commitment to sharing that magic with the other person. Once you make the conscious decision to love, the verb, love someone, then come to me and I can give you the training to make that oh so easy, oh so possible, and oh so easy. I don't usually talk about therapies at the BiomedRx Health Center here on this channel, but I just wanted to talk about this today. I wanted to give you guys a chance to think about it. If you have someone who you love and you would like to strengthen your love with that person, or at least strengthen your energetic and psychic connection with that person, which I highly recommend, come in together, and I'll give you a chance to check out the honeymoon protocol. That's really all I wanted to talk about. I've got a lot of phone calls to make today. I've got a lot of work to do today. And I'm going to begin my marathon ionic foot detox. I'm about an hour late for today's session, but I didn't want you to hear the machine running here on my desk while I was doing this live video. But everyone, I want you to stay kind, as you know, because kind is not only the new sexy, kind is the only sexy. Stay blessed and stay healthy. Thank you for watching me, and I am going to be going live later on today. Peace.
Gold label quality BiomedRx CBD oil is made from organic hemp that is locally grown, glyphosate-free, gluten-free, non-GMO, homogenized, third-party tested, and CO2 extracted. Visit www.biomedrxcbd.com.
BiomedRx Optimum Woman is the only woman's high-potency full-spectrum multiple vitamin supplement to contain 56 nutrients, including those most important for today's woman, such as calcium for bone health, iron for healthy red blood cells, beta-carotene, biotin for nail and hair health, gamma-linoleic acid from evening primrose oil, octasanol, grapeseed extract, a potent antioxidant important for maintaining capillary strength, and vegetarian digestive enzymes. Visit www.biomedrx.com www.biomedrxsupplements.com.